अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। वुड यू लाइक टू टेल मी कि आज आप सब ने नाश्ते में क्या खाया था? ब्रेकफास्ट इज़ द फर्स्ट एंड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट मील ऑफ योर डे, स्पेशली व्हेन यू हैव अ बिजी डे अहेड ऑफ यू। और जब हम खाना खाते हैं तो क्या होता है? वो डाइजेस्ट हो जाता है ना? Our bodies need nutrients from food along with oxygen and water to survive. But have you ever wondered how the nutrients from our food and oxygen that we breathe in travels throughout our body down to every single cell? Our bodies need a system that helps move all the nutrients, oxygen, electrolytes, and hormones exactly where they need to go, from our brains to our feet. We know that our bodies need glucose and oxygen to survive. Our cells use glucose to make energy and also release carbon dioxide as a byproduct that needs to be removed from our bodies. Our bodies have complex transport systems that help transport oxygen from organs and tissues down to the individual cells. Every single cell out of trillions of them, and also pick up the waste materials from the cells on their way back and dispose them. The system that helps transport sugars, nutrients, and gases around our bodies is called the circulatory system. The medium by which the sugars, nutrients, and oxygen get transported around our bodies is called blood. ये ब्लड हमेशा रेड कलर का होता है। कभी कभार इसका शेड डार्क या लाइट हो सकता है, बट इट इज़ ऑलवेज रेड इन कलर। This blood is of great importance as it maintains the acid base levels, temperature, and water balance in our bodies and transports hormones, nutrients, and gases. Blood is composed of two parts. First, there is the liquid part of blood that contains water, proteins, salts, and lipids. That is called plasma. The other portion that makes up the blood are the cellular components that include the red blood cells, which are the main agents of transporting gases. The red blood cells contain an iron containing protein called hemoglobin that gives blood its characteristic red color. Blood also contains some fragments of cells that help our wounds heal by forming blood clots. These fragments are called platelets, along with white blood cells that play an important role in fighting off infections. जब आपको कोई चोट लगती है तो थोड़े दिनों बाद आपने नोट किया होगा कि वो जगह आहिस्ता आहिस्ता हील होनी शुरू हो जाती है ना? That healing is done by the platelets. Blood is very complex. The color of the circulatory fluid may also vary in different organisms. It is red in humans and most of the vertebrates. And we know this because of the presence of the red pigment hemoglobin. लेकिन कुछ organisms में different color का pigment होता है. For example, many species of octopus and crabs have blue blood, whereas many kinds of worms and leeches have a green circulatory fluid. Many marine species of worms have also been observed to have purple blood. जरा सोचिए. Did you know each red blood cell has about 270,000 hemoglobin molecules? Each hemoglobin molecule can carry 4 oxygen molecules. Each second we lose about 3 million red blood cells. But घबराए मत, they are replaced by the same number produced in the bone marrow. The circulatory system is composed of this medium blood and the heart, a muscular organ that acts as a pump and pumps blood to all parts of our body. हमारे हार्ट के बेसिक दो काम हैं, एक पूरी बॉडी में ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड पहुंचाना एंड दूसरा पूरी बॉडी से सेलुलर वेस्ट दैट इज carbon dioxide लेना, which is removed from our body from our lungs. The incoming blood is then enriched again with oxygen that we breathe in with the help of the lungs. The oxygen rich blood is called oxygenated blood, and the blood carrying the waste carbon dioxide is called as deoxygenated blood. But how does the heart pump blood? Our bodies have a network of tubes, which are also known as vessels, that take blood away and towards the heart. The human heart is the central muscular organ that pumps blood to all parts of the body. It has two distinct parts that are separated by partitions. The right part of the heart is the low oxygen part, and the left is the part with high oxygen. The tubes that carry blood away from the heart are called arteries. ये ट्यूब्स ऑक्सीजन से भरपूर होती हैं और बॉडी के सारे पार्ट्स में ब्लड पहुंचाती हैं. The tubes that carry blood towards the heart are called veins. और ये ट्यूब्स में ऑक्सीजन कम होता है और ये बॉडी से ब्लड पिक करके हार्ट की तरफ लेकर जाती हैं. The smallest blood vessels are called capillaries, and it is here that the oxygen is delivered to organs and tissues and carbon dioxide is picked up on a molecular level. The waste carbon dioxide is taken to the lungs where it is breathed out. The oxygen poor blood, yani deoxygenated blood, is pumped from the heart to the lungs where it takes up oxygen and releases carbon dioxide and is now termed as oxygenated blood. It then flows back into the heart from where it is pumped to all parts of the body. The heart itself also needs a blood supply to carry out the blood pumping function. क्या आपको पता है? The heart beats over 100,000 times in a day. Similarly, movement of food, water, and minerals around plants also occurs by transport system. Plants have long columns made up of living cells arranged end to end. These columns are called phloem, and they transport the glucose made during photosynthesis in the leaves along with amino acids to the rest of the plant. Movement of this food is in both directions in phloem. These sugars move up and down in the phloem in the form of cell sap, which is a liquid mixture of water and sugar. आपने कभी किसी ट्री को थोड़ा सा काट कर देखा है? उसमें से आपको एक स्टिकी सा लिक्विड नजर आया होगा. जी हाँ, that indeed is the cell sap. Once the sugars reach the cells where they are required, they are either used straight away for energy or are stored for later use. Next to these phloem cells, there is another column of elongated dead cells that are impermeable. Impermeable का मतलब है that they don't let water pass through them. They have strong cell walls forming hollow and rigid pipes. These columns are called xylem and they move the water and mineral ions from the roots to the leaves where the water is used for photosynthesis. ये मूवमेंट सिर्फ एक ही डायरेक्शन में होती है, ऊपर की तरफ. इसीलिए हम जाइलम को पंप भी कहते हैं क्योंकि it acts as a pump that pumps water from the roots all the way to the top to the leaves. Some plants and trees grow extremely long. That must require a lot of force, and we shall study about how these pumps work later on. Water moves via these xylem tubes by forming a column. आप ये इमेजिन करें कि आपके पास एक लंबी ट्यूब है जिसमें आपने बीड्स की स्ट्रिंग्स एक लाइन में भरे हुए हैं. अगर आप एक तरफ से ट्यूब को पुल करेंगे बीड्स को निकालने के लिए तो एक और बीड पीछे वाले को रिप्लेस कर लेगा एंड देन सो ऑन. दिस कंटिन्यूज थ्रू द एंटायर लेंथ ऑफ द ट्यूब. The water molecules move by this exact same principle in the xylem. The upward pull moves the water molecules up until they finally reach the leaves. from which it evaporates. For each water molecule that moves upward, another takes its place, and this forms an upward stream of water in the xylem. This molecule train, miraculously moving upwards, does not stop even for a fraction of a second for the entire life of the plant. That is how everything is dependent upon water. जैसा कि हम कुरान में भी पढ़ते हैं, वजअलना मिनल माई कुल्ला शैइन हई. We separated them and made from water every living thing. Subhanallah. Both xylem and phloem are present in groups, and these xylem and phloem are collectively also called the vascular tissues. Let us take a last look at what the main points of today's topic are. Number 1. All living organisms like plants and animals need food, oxygen, and water so that they can survive. Number 2. All these organisms, therefore, also need a transport system that delivers all these nutrients and oxygen to all parts of their bodies. Number 3. The vascular tissues, xylem and phloem, are responsible for transportation in plants and the heart in animals and humans. अब हम अपने आप को टेस्ट करेंगे to see how much have we learned today. Question number 1. What does blood transport? Option number A, nutrients. Option number B, oxygen. Option number C, carbon dioxide. And option number D, all of the above. The correct answer is option number D, all of the above. Question number 2. What vascular tissue transports food within a plant? Option number A, phloem. Option number B, xylem. Option number C, stomata. And option number 4, cell wall. The correct answer is option number A, phloem. Question number 3. Small pieces of cells that heal wounds and stop bleeding are called option number A, platelets. Option number B, plasma. Option number C, white blood cells. And option number D, red blood cells. The correct option is option number A, platelets. Question number 4. What vascular tissue transports water within a plant? Option number A, phloem. Option number B, xylem. Option number C, stomata. And option number D, cell wall. The correct answer is option number B, xylem. Dear students, this brings us to the end of our lesson. Goodbye and remember to stay curious.